WDEB News presents the regular monthly meeting of the Fentress County Commission. The Fentress County Commission meets the third Monday of each month, and you can see it live on Channel 12 Cable TV. It's a presentation of the Union Bank of Jamestown and Clark Range, your reliable banking partner since 1904.
For more than a century, Union Bank has been serving the people of Fentress County. Now, as we begin a new chapter in our history of service, we want to take this opportunity to reassure you that while our building may be new, we're still the same friendly people you have known for years. Union Bank, the same people, the same goals, and the same commitment to you. Union Bank, your locally owned hometown bank for more than a century, growing to meet your needs. Equal Housing Lender Member FDIC.
We'll call this meeting to order. Please rise.
Forward, march. Color guard, halt. Present, arms.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, arms. Colors reverse, march.
At this time, we'll take just a moment of silence and respect for our mayor that passed away this week, and will be led in prayer by Mr. Lester Good. Commissioner Good.
Dear gracious Heavenly Father, we come before you tonight, Lord, and ask that you give us your blessings on this county commission meeting, all the commissioners and everybody that's participating here in the courthouse tonight. We ask that you be with the family of the mayor that just passed away and help comfort them in their loss. We ask that you lead, guide, and direct us in all the decisions that we have to make tonight. And I ask it all in Jesus' precious holy name. Amen.
Amen. We'd like to welcome everyone tonight to the County Commission meeting. At this time, we will ask the County Clerk, Ms. Marilyn Stevens, to call the roll.
Mickey McDonald. Here. Chester Miller.
Here.
Rod Williams.
Here.
Kim Davidson.
Here.
Benny Hughes.
Here.
Robert Cooper.
Here.
Lester Gooding.
Here.
Leon Stead.
Here.
Larry Cooper.
Here.
Wade Matthews.
Here.
All present.
Our next item, we'll need an appointment from the Fentress County Commission for a chairman, please. Do I hear a motion?
Mr. Chairman, I nominate you, sir. Jimmy Johnson.
Do we hear a second?
I'll second it.
Motion been made and second. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Mickey. 4. Justin.
4.
Rod.
4.
Kim.
4.
Benny.
4.
Robert.
4.
Lester.
4.
Leon.
4.
Larry.
4.
Wade.
4.
10-4, none against.
Item number 6, consideration of appointment of the Fentress County Chairman Pro Tem.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
I would nominate Larry Cooper.
I'll second that.
Motion been made by Mr. Gooding and seconded by Robert Cooper. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Mickey. 4. Justin.
For it.
Rod.
For it.
Kim.
4.
Benny.
4.
Robert.
4.
Lester.
4.
Leon.
4.
Larry.
Pass.
Wade.
4.
9-4, 1 pass.
At this time, I would like to read you the oath of office that we've all taken for this 4-year term. It says, "I do solemnly swear that I will perform with fidelity the duties of the office to which I have been elected and which I am about to assume. I do solemnly swear to support the constitutions of Tennessee and the United States and to faithfully perform the duties of the office that I have been elected for." We have 4 new commissioners this time. Ms. Mickey McDonald in the 1st District. In the 2nd District, Rod Williams. In the 3rd District, Mr. Robert Cooper. In the 4th District, Mr. Leon Stepp. We'd like to congratulate them, and the ones that were re-elected, we'd like to congratulate them also. And I hope that you all will again, and the new ones will keep the people of Fentress County as your #1 priority when we're making all the decisions that we have to make, and let it be known that we will represent the laws of the land and what we have. A lot of times it'll be rough, and a lot of times it'll be rougher. So basically that there's where we're at. Our next item of business, the approval of minutes from the August 27th reconvened meeting. Has everyone had a chance to look at those and go over them? Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion been made. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Wade Matthews. Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Mickey. Pass. Justin.
For it.
Rod.
Pass.
Kim.
4.
Benny.
4.
Robert.
4.
Lester.
4.
Leon.
4.
Larry.
4.
Wade.
4.
10-4, 2 pass.
8-4 and 2 passing. Approval of notaries. Let me find them. We have Miss Tammy Fawn Robbins and Amanda Jane Earhart. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve.
I'll second that.
Motion's been made and second. Call the roll, please.
Mickey. 4. Justin.
For it.
Rod.
For it.
Kim.
4.
Benny.
4.
Robert.
4.
Lester.
4.
Leon.
4.
Larry.
4.
Wade.
4.
10-4, 9 pass.
Next is consideration of adopting Robert's Rules of Order as the official order for the County Commission's regular meetings.
Make a motion to approve.
Motion been made by Commissioner Lester Gooden,
I'll second that.
second by Robert Cooper. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Mickey. 4. Justin.
For it.
Rod.
For it.
Kim.
4.
Lester.
Does everyone have a book of Robert's Rules?
We have some ordered for the new ones at this time.
Okay, 4.
Leon.
4.
Larry.
4.
Wade.
4.
Benny.
4.
Robert.
4.
10-4, 9 pass.
Discussion of holding a work session before the county commission meetings. If we want to continue that, seems to work out pretty good. It's at 5. It's always advertised, and usually there's a pretty good group sometimes they're not, but everyone's aware of it. If that's something you'd like to go ahead and continue,
Make a motion that we continue as such.
Second.
motion been made and seconded. Any discussion?
Is there any way that that can be recorded, since most people can't get here for those sessions?
I'm sure it could be, as you're talking, as recording this.
Just on television like the regular commission meetings?
Well,
Because
I don't know how that there work in with Kevin's schedule of, it's usually, it's always at 5 o'clock beforehand. Or we can move it in, or we cannot have it, just move it into the regular meeting, whichever one y'all would want to do.
What time do you usually set up, Kevin?
What time do we set up?
Yeah, usually.
I will set up before 5 o'clock.
If we're gonna have a work session, it's gonna be set up and just have the work session in here and then go in the work meeting at 6 at the same table.
We can do that.
Start the county meetings at 5 or 5:30 and go from there.
Just, I mean, we can continue the work session at 5, just as long as it's videoed and
Just
then.
have it in
then
here
we
at
just
5
go
o'clock?
straight from here to the 6 o'clock meeting.
I think what Larry was saying is just have the work session in here, that way you don't have to set up in there and then
Yeah.
move the equipment in here.
Yeah.
You can just set up in here and we can have it all in here.
Yeah. Is that a problem? Is that okay, Kevin? We good?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a motion, so then we're going to amend that motion to have the work session also recorded. Is that your motion, Mickey?
Yes.
To amend the motion? Motion has been amended. Do I hear a second on the amendment?
Second.
Amendment's been made by Mickey, and Justin has seconded the amendment. All four, say aye.
Aye.
Contrary, no. Okay, so we're back to the regular motion now of having the work session at 5 o'clock in the main courtroom, which will be recorded, correct? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Contrary, no. Consideration of the appointment of Leslie Clark Ledbetter as Fentress County Attorney and Delinquent Tax Attorney.
I make a motion that she be reappointed.
I'll second it.
Motion been made and seconded. Motion made by Commissioner Gooding, seconded by Mr. Cooper.
Larry,
Larry,
you got two here.
Oh, yeah.
any discussion?
I just want to add that during the past 4 years that Ms. Leslie has served as our attorney, she has done a very good job and have probably saved us a lot of money, the county, through different decisions and so on. So we appreciate you.
Thank you, Commissioners. I appreciate you all. They need confidence in me.
Call the roll, please, Miss Merlin.
Mickey, 4. Justin,
For it.
Rod,
4.
Kim,
4.
Benny,
4.
Robert,
4.
Lester,
4.
Leon,
4.
Larry,
Or,
Wayne,
4.
10 for, none against.
Motion passes. Number 12, consideration of the appointment of the following county committees: Ambulance, Budget, Building, Commission for the Poor, Finance Committee, Fire Committee, Park and Recreation Committee, Pay Scale Committee, Public Records Committee, Sheriff Jail Committee, and Tourism Committee.
I make a motion that the committee stand as are.
Motion's been made. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Kim Davison. Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
Mickey,
Pass.
I need clarification on that.
Yeah, we need to.
Do we need to do all these one by one, since some of us are?
Yeah, we have to.
We don't necessarily have to, but we can if you want to.
there's, some of them are full commissioner appointments. If everybody passed, they'd just be, nobody
Yeah,
vote
you
on
can't.
it. most of them are appointments by you, I guess, courtesy votes by the commission,
The building committee's all.
not necessarily requiring the commission's vote or approval, but just as a courtesy. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Lester, you want to reconsider your motion?
No. That's it.
Can you pass them on a courtesy vote?
I mean, we don't even have to pass him. He's already appointed them. It can just be a courtesy vote on all of them.
I think we do it like we did number 10, just all in favor, opposed, possibly.
I think that's,
All in favor of the committees as they stand, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, no.
No.
9-4. And Miss Mickey opposed. Consideration of reappointing Second District Commissioner Kim Davison to the Audit Committee with term to expire 9/20/22. That there was on the recommendation of the Audit Findings Committee that they wanted to do that.
Make a motion to approve it.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion?
No, we said earlier, it's a 4-year term.
4-year term.
Correct.
Call the roll, please.
Mickey,
4.
Justin,
Fort.
Ron,
For it.
Kim,
Pass.
Benny,
4.
Robert,
4.
Lester,
Pass.
Leon,
For.
Larry,
4.
Wayne,
4.
8-4-2 pass.
Consideration of reappointing of 4th District Commissioner Lester Gooding to the Audit Committee as recommended by the Audit Findings Committee.
I move that we approve.
I second that.
Motion's been made and second. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Mickey,
4.
Justin,
Fort.
Rod,
For it.
Kim,
4.
Benny,
4.
Robert,
4.
Lester,
Pass.
Leon,
For.
Larry,
4.
Wayne,
4.
9-4-1 pass.
Number 15 on the agenda, consideration of 3 county term appointments to Joint Economic and Community Development Board. Has county executive on it, 2nd District Commissioner Rod Williams, 4th District Commissioner Leon Stepp. Do I hear a motion?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Miller. Hear a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Matthews. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Larry,
4.
Wayne,
4.
Lester,
For.
Leon,
Pass.
Mickey,
4.
Justin,
Fort.
Ron,
Pass.
Kim,
4.
Benny,
4.
Robert,
4.
8-4-2 pass.
Consideration of appointment of the Senior Center Expansion Committee as provided by the Senior Citizens Board. They recommended Justin Miller, Rod Williams, Robert Cooper, Leon Stepp, and Wade Matthews.
So moved.
Here a second?
Second.
Larry made it. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, consideration of resolution 2018-22 for circuit court clerk Gina Monax and judicial officers. Judge Burnett,
Yes, sir.
would you like to address this, please, sir?
Yes, sir, be happy to. This is a resolution that basically reappoints our circuit court clerk and her deputy clerks, along with Mr. Randy Wright, to serve as judicial commissioners in our county. The gist of what that does is it will allow those folks to continue to serve in signing arrest warrants, setting bonds, occasionally signing search warrants, but primarily signing warrants and serving in the capacity that they've been serving in. Once we elect a new circuit court clerk, it's necessary that we reappoint those folks to those positions. And I ask that the commission pass that resolution. I'd be happy to address any questions that you have about that, if there are questions.
Anyone have any questions for Judge Burnett?
I make a motion to approve.
Motion made by Commissioner Gooden,
Second.
second by Mickey. Any discussion?
Hey, Judge Burnett, you said Randy Wright and,
Randy Wright, Miss Mullinex,
Okay.
and then all of her
okay, yeah,
deputies.
okay, that's what I thought, okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I think that's what I said. I may have misspoke, but that would be
yeah.
the group, and I think their names are set out in the resolution.
Okay.
Got everybody in there.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Contrary, no. Ayes have it.
Thank you.
Consideration of approval of the pay rate justification form. To explain that, Tyler Arms, please.
That's basically just a form when someone is starting new above that step one pay grade on the pay scale. Whenever they abolish the pay scale, we ran into issues trying to find a starting pay for somebody, rewarding experience above that step one pay scale. Huge instances in like ambulance and sheriff's department where they want to bring in people who have experience elsewhere. It's a form that would be signed off by county executive and the finance director to approve that pay, and it'll go into a personnel file where they can pull it back up 5 years down the road if need be.
Do I hear a motion to that effect?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Lester Gooden. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Rod Williams. Any discussion? All four, please say aye.
Aye.
Contrary, no.
No.
9-4, Commissioner McDonald again. Consideration of request form from Fentress County Sheriff's Department to purchase of cars through the drug fund. Sheriff Reagan.
I've got a few Ford Crown Vics that's on the road now. It's got about 250,000 miles on it. I found some in Chicago, well known as, two of them's got 30,000, one of them's got 50-something thousand, one of them's got 85,000. I can buy them all for $30,000. If it'll come out of the drug fund, it will not be any cost to the taxpayers of Fentress County. It'll all come out of the drug fund.
Do I hear a motion on that request from the Sheriff's Department?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
now, when you said you buy them all for 30,000,
Yes.
not 30,000 apiece?
No.
Oh, for the-
And he actually budgeted $34,000, so $4,000 less than what.
Well, I read that in the, I read it in the packet, but I don't know why I assumed that was 30,000. I thought if 30,000 was a good deal, but then that's 30,000. The whole, all of that's better.
For all four of you, 30,000.
Roll call vote, please.
Mickey? 4. Justin?
4.
Rod?
Or,
Kim?
4.
Larry?
4.
Wade?
4.
Lester?
4.
Leon?
or,
Benny?
4.
Four.
9-4-1 pass. Consideration of declaration of surplus property from the Fentress County Highway Department. Mr. Joey Reagan, would you like to address that, please? What we're needing to sell?
It's all junk covers that we dug up, scrap iron, wore out machinery, just miscellaneous stuff.
Just a lot of junk.
A lot of junk. Yes, sir.
Do I hear a motion to let Joey go ahead and do that?
I'll make that motion.
Robert Cooper made the motion.
Second.
Second by Justin Miller. Any discussion? Please call the roll call.
Four.
Justin,
Four.
Ron,
For it.
Kim,
4.
Larry,
Four.
Benny,
Four.
Robert,
Four.
Wade,
Four.
Lester,
Four.
Leon,
4.
10-4, none against, motion passes. We went out about a couple of weeks ago and with Joy and Miss Barbara and looked at the inventory and what they had listed, and everything seemed to be in line like it needed to be, and we need a motion to make the approval for the Fentress County Highway inventory.
So moved.
Motion by Lester Gooden,
Second.
second by Commissioner McDonald. Any discussion? Please call a roll call, please.
Mickey,
Four.
Justin,
Four.
Rod,
For it.
Kim,
4.
Benny,
Four.
Robert,
Four.
Lester,
Four.
4.
Larry,
Four.
Wade,
Four.
10-4,
Thank you, Joy. Ms. Barbara, thank you all. That was a lot of items to go through all that stuff and find that, I'm sure. So, I mean, Ms. Barbara had it down to the pencil sharpeners. So, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Consideration of approval of the ambulance remount proposals. Micah?
In the budget this year, we approved for a remount. We sent those bids out, plus put them in the paper and all that like we're supposed to. And received one bid back from Select Tech, which is in Shelbyville, Tennessee, which is who wins the bid most of the time, it seems like. For, I think it's 6880, which is in your packet there. It tells all the specs on it.
Do we have a motion to let him go forward and do this?
I so move.
I'll
Motion
second
by Leon
that.
Stepp, second by Robert Cooper. Please call the roll.
Mickey,
Four.
Justin,
Four.
Rod,
For it.
Kim,
4.
Benny,
Four.
Robert,
Four.
Lester,
Four.
Leon,
4.
Larry,
Four.
Wade,
Four.
10-4.
Motion passes. Consideration of the use and occupancy agreement between Fentress County and the Historical Society for occupancy of the Reagan Building. Mr. Tom Potter?
While Mr. Potter's coming up, I'll point out a typographical error of my very own making. I have, instead of Historical Society, in section 14, I think it says ID Board. But I think Amanda Hicks and I have already talked, and she's going to correct that. So that will be the one change that's made in the actual signed copy.
Mr. Potter?
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson, members of the commission, members of citizens of Fentress County, I believe Ms. Ledbetter has crafted the most thorough and complete agreement that will be beneficial to all parties concerned, and I mean particularly the citizens of Fentress County and the state of Tennessee as a whole. We can become a source of research into this county's history, which has been a major part of the state of Tennessee system. And I would urge and move that it be accepted. The occupancy use agreement be accepted.
So moved.
Motion been made by
Second.
Mr. Cooper, seconded by Mr. Gooding. Any discussion on this? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed likewise. Motion passes. Thank you, Mr. Potter.
Thank you very much.
We have a couple budget amendments here. Senior Citizen Center, Ms. Alice, is something you want to do, or?
This is for especially so the new commissioners will be up to date. Each month, we will have a budget amendment that will come before you. The amount of the monies will vary. It depends why it will vary, because it may be one month that we do a fundraiser or someone gives us with a huge donation or whatever, but you'll see a fluctuation in that. And that budget amendment is to allow those monies to be transferred to line item 499 in my budget. That is our designated fundraising monies for the center. And that is also, you'll see on our budget when you look over it, that was approved by the commission, that's called rollover money. And that means that we don't have to spend down that fundraising money, that we can save it from year to year and it will roll over in the budget. But at one point we were doing a quarterly budget amendment, and I requested that we go back to doing a monthly budget amendment. It's just easier for me to keep up with. But that runs through the finance office, and the senior center budget is then done under the state audit like all other departments. And that's basically what it is. Does anybody have a question about it?
So moved.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Cooper, second.
Second.
Any discussion, any more discussion? Marilyn, call the roll, please.
Nikki? 4. Justin?
4.
Rod?
4.
Tim?
4.
Benny?
4.
Robert?
4.
Lester?
4.
Leon?
4.
Larry?
4.
Wade?
4.
10-4,
10-4,
none against.
none against. County Court Clerk, Marilyn or Tyler, one speaking on that?
This budget amendment is for Maryland to hire a part-time employee. She requested that she have a part-time employee. She was looking through the end of October in order to get through some sickness of some of the girls that's in her office with them and their children.
Is the money in the budget, is the money there?
The money's in the budget, in terms of 3 line items showing are places where money has been left over in years past that we can pull from to put into a part-time person at a line item for her.
What's the consideration of the commission?
I make a motion to approve.
Motion been made to approve by
Second.
Commissioner Gooding and seconded by Commissioner McDonald. Any discussion?
This is to cover for an employee. We have an illness in the office or something, right? Is that what you said, Tyler?
Do what?
It's the part-time employees just needed to cover for a temporary absence of a worker or something, right?
Is it right now, or?
Yeah, Marilyn may be able to speak to it a little more, but to my knowledge, that's the way she presented it to me, is to cover for absence in her office.
I've had sick girls with babies, and they've been out a lot, and it puts us way behind.
So is this someone that's gonna work through October, in October, or just as needed?
If we've got employees that's not working, shouldn't we have moved it from the payroll line item instead of these other line items? I mean, the payroll should already be there to cover a person part-time if we got other employees that's missing.
They're using sick time.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
you'd be under both.
All right.
Any more discussion? Motion's been made and seconded. Please call the roll.
Mickey? 4. Justin?
4.
Rod?
4.
Kim?
4.
Benny?
4.
Robert?
4.
Lester?
4.
Four.
Larry.
4.
10 for and 0 against. On my part of error, I meant to have on here mention of the RAM clinic, how it went, and I asked Kim if she would care just to say just a thought about how the RAM clinic went out at the South Fentress High School a couple weekends ago.
Yeah. On September 8th and 9th, the Fentress Hope Foundation invited the RAM Clinic to come into our community. If y'all aren't familiar with that, it's an organization that comes in and they set up and they give free medical, dental, and vision care. No questions asked, you just come in. If you're in need, they want to serve you. During that weekend, we were able to see 456 patients and over $190,000 worth of services were given. If you were out there, I think you were just in awe of the need, and then 2, you were in awe of this community. To see people out there at 5 o'clock in the morning and still going strong at 6 and 7 o'clock at night. I wish we could have served more. We lost dental on Sunday, and so to see people that had slept in their car, you know, and to come in to see the dentist and not get to see, it was heartbreaking. But again, I kind of try to reflect on what we did accomplish, you know, getting to see that many, 456 people. So they were so touched by this community and how much, you know, everybody volunteered and stepped up. We talked to them and they're already talking about wanting to come back next year, which is not real common in rural communities, but again, because, you know, what this community did and the need that we have, it looks like we'll get to do it again. So if you weren't able to volunteer this year, I encourage anybody, if you can next year, to try to be some part of it. It is probably one of the best blessings you'll ever have.
With that said, do we have anything from the audience? I stand for a motion for adjournment or recess.
So moved.
I move we adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Thank everyone for coming out tonight. You're always welcome. The committees, please set your committees up, and also if anybody wants to volunteer on this, let me know, and if not, I'll just appoint someone. It's adjourned.
For more than a century, Union Bank has been serving the people of Fentress County. Now, as we begin a new chapter in our history of service, we want to take this opportunity to reassure you that while our building may be new, we're still the same friendly people you have known for years. Union Bank, the same people, the same goals, and the same commitment to you. Union Bank, your locally owned hometown bank for more than a century, growing to meet your needs. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.